Hello, and welcome once again to the Phantom Initiate. This time it's actually completing it and unlocking the camos. So I've experimented quite a bit with this assignment to try and work out what the best way of doing it is. So to activate the Phantom Initiate, you must be a premium member, you must have done the Phantom Prospect and Phantom Trainee assignments, and to unlock the camos you need 200 LMG kills, 50 kills with explosives and 25 road kills. That will get you the Phantom camo, and there's 3 different ones, one for the Russians, one for the Americans and one for the Chinese. Now there are a couple of ways of going about this assignment. You can select a loadout that's going to get you the kills you need and then just play maps normally. So here I am on lockers, I've got an LMG and I've got C4 equipped, and I've also got RGO impact grenades. So this is going to get me LMG kills and explosive kills, and I'm just running around playing the game as I normally would. And this method works fine, but it is going to take you considerably longer than if you aim at the individual elements of the assignment. So getting C4 kills on lockers, yes, you can do it, but it's not a particularly efficient way of getting the explosive kills. Neither really is throwing grenades, because on lockers and even Metro you're often throwing grenades into an area where you hope there's somebody rather throwing a grenade at somebody. So what you need to do for this assignment is tailor your gameplay and the maps you're playing on to optimise how you're getting the kills. So getting explosive kills with C4 is fun, but it's not necessarily the fastest way of doing it. And it's the same when you look at road kills. A lot of people, when they need road kills, go on to Silk Road because it's a good map for screaming around on a motorbike. It's also a good map for using SUAVs, and SUAVs are a good way of getting road kills. It's easier to spot players than it is on a bike because you can look down on the area from above. And it's the same on Silk Road for getting explosive kills. As a support or as a sniper, you can use C4, blow up a lot of vehicles. I always tend to do that and kill myself. As an engineer, you can use SRAWs or RPGs to get quite a few vehicle kills, and that'll get you explosive kills on anybody who's inside. The problem is that you're waiting for things to come along. So trying to use C4 to get vehicle kills and therefore the explosive kills is a bit hit and miss. You're getting a few a game. What you're not getting is a guaranteed amount for the time you're playing. So here you can see I get quite a few kills, but we are looking at a few rounds here. And it's an equal problem with the dirt bikes trying to get road kills. You'll see a lot of montages of people doing this and getting dozens of kills, but that's over several rounds. People are actually remarkably hard to hit with a dirt bike because you've got to be bang on them. If you're slightly to one side and clip them with the bike, it doesn't kill them. So you pretty much just have to run them straight over. And this isn't a skill I've got, and it also relies on you finding people who are pretty much standing still and waiting for you to hit them. In fact, on Silk Road I had far more success actually getting road kills in the infantry fighting vehicles and the tanks, and that's because you don't have to be as accurate. So here you can see this guy on the bike, tries to kill him, hits him but doesn't kill him. I just splatter him with an infantry fighting vehicle because I've got a much bigger area to hit the guy with. And it's the same with a tank. Yeah, they're not exactly slow and you can splatter people with them. But by far the best way I found of getting road kills reliably is with the SUAV. There's a lot of snipers who sit out in the dunes and you can spot them easily and just drop on them from above. And there you get it, a road kill. So For me, the SUAV is by far the best way of getting road kills. On Silk Road you can just play the game normally, and every time you spawn you're going to get a new SUAV and you can try getting a road kill. And with a bit of practice you can get really accurate with the SUAV. So I think I was getting a road kill probably 1 in 2 throws of the SUAV. Now it doesn't move very fast, so the best tactic is to get them by surprise. If the enemy sees the SUAV coming, they can simply dodge to the side, or they can shoot it down with their primary. It's not very tough. But there's a lot of snipers out there who just don't pay attention to something coming in from above. So go high, cruise around, look for a target, and then drop on it from above. Don't try flying at them straight and horizontal. Now sometimes you will get that. If I freeze frame that, you'll see what I mean. So there's no actual kill there. It says in the centre that we got a road kill for 10 points, but there's nobody's name and there's no method of kill. And if you look in the kill feed, you'll see that there's no kill there either. But this still does seem to count towards the assignment, so don't worry if all you get is roadkill. Now, like I was saying, you can use pretty much anything that goes bang to do this assignment. So a UCAV kill, that is going to count towards the assignment. And a quite effective way of getting the explosive kills is using an RPG on an infantry map. So here you can see we're on Metro. Find an area where people are going to congregate and you can get quite a lot of kills with an RPG. It isn't the best way of doing it though. And it's the same for the grenade launchers. Grenade launchers have got a big problem that they take forever to reload from an ammo bag. They've only got 3 shots, they're not direct fire, and they take forever to reload. By far your best bet for an explosive kills is the XM25. There is a reason why this thing is banned from so many versions of Metro and lockers. It's almost multi-purpose. You can use it for long range sniping, you can use it for long range area bombardment, it doesn't have any drop. At close range you can just direct fire it like a shotgun. This thing will kill in almost all circumstances, and it reloads really quickly from an ammo bag. So if you're standing on a bag, you will never run out of ammo. It will reload it from a bag as fast as you can fire it. The XM25 is the most overpowered gadget in the game, and you can see in these clips why. It takes very little effort to get your explosive kills. On a map like Metro, you know where people are going to congregate, and you can just bombard them with the XM25. And it's no slouch when it comes to direct fire. You hit somebody with this thing and it does a lot of damage, and it fires pretty quick. So forget your grenade launcher, forget your RPG and missile. The XM25 is the way to go for the explosive kills for this assignment. I got them all in 2 rounds on Metro. This was a 64-man, no rules conquest server that only played Metro, and I just cleaned up with this gun. I did 1 part round, 1 full round, and got over 70 kills with the XM25. Now don't get me wrong, you're not going to win any friends on any part of this assignment. Road kills upset people. The XM25 for explosive kills upsets people, and oftentimes using an LMG upsets people. Now I used 2 different LMGs to complete this assignment, the M249 and the M240B. Now there's a reason for both of them. M249 has got 200 rounds in the mag, it does 25 damage, up close it just chews through people. Now the M240B is using the higher damage model, and it's much better when you come across guys like this using a shield. Now you manage to just punch your way through the hole in the shield and you kill them. And this doorway is where I got most of my kills. And the reason I can survive a firefight at this doorway is because this is a no explosive server. So there's no grenades, no RPGs, no C4, it's just straight gunfight. The most annoying grenades you're going to come across are flashbangs and flares. And smoke, of course. There's no real tips and tricks to getting kills with the LMG. Best method is don't take your finger off the trigger. So you can see somebody, just fire. Hose them down. There's nothing subtle about getting 200 LMG kills quickly. You have to play the map to your advantage. On maps like Metro and Lockers, you know where the enemy is going to come from. There are specific routes. All you have to do is sit and wait. You've got 100 rounds or you've got 200 rounds, so use them. You can shoot and wait for them to come to your fire. Or if you do decide to go around a corner, be firing before you go around the corner. By pre-firing, you can often beat the people who are sitting there waiting. And if you're the one that is sitting there and waiting, then a continuous stream of fire is going to get you a lot of kills. Now, eventually we do manage to get through here. So the squad decides, right, we're going to push. And Bravo is pretty good at pushing. And that's pretty much all I can tell you about getting LMG kills. Pick your favourite LMG, go out onto a close quarters map, go into an infantry map, preferably one that doesn't use explosives if you've got that option, and use the rounds you've got to your advantage. It's not subtle, it's not clever, but it's going to get you those 200 LMG kills. So now we're on to the road kills, and surprisingly the best map for road kills is Lockers, and use the SUAV. Anyone on the snow paths on Lockers is restricted to a pretty tight band. Now unfortunately so is your SUAV. If you go too far off the path you'll go out of bounds and you completely lose control of the SUAV. It just gets stuck there like jets do on the ceiling. So keep the SUAV to the path and you're pretty much guaranteed to find somebody to hit with it. Again, this isn't going to win you any friends and the chat can get a bit fruity if you're getting a dozen SUAV kills in a round, but this is by far the most reliable method of getting consistent road kills. And the most reliable method I found for doing this was fly down the path, turn the SUAV round and come at them from behind. They never see it coming. Now most of the time the SUAV will be destroyed when you hit somebody, but occasionally you can fly it through somebody, kill them and carry on. Although on this occasion I hit the invisible wall at the side. It's not the most fun way of getting the road kills, but it is the quickest way. Don't have to mess around on dirt bikes and you can pretty much guarantee you're going to get the road kills you need this way. After a couple of rounds of flying the SUAV, I only needed a few kills with the LMG to unlock the Phantom Initiate, and there it is, Phantom Initiate unlocked. In total it took me 5.5 hours to unlock it over a couple of nights. And at the end of the round you can see the nice shiny skull and bullets in the assignments tab. We've got the 200 LMG kills, 50 explosive kills, 25 road kills. And if we look at the assignments in the soldier loadout, there you can see the 3 camos that you get once it's unlocked. And now we can have a look at them on the soldier models. So here's the first one, which is the Chinese, and as you can see the camo is made up of skulls. So all 3 of these camos have got a skull motif inbuilt to them. It's not quite as clear on this Russian one, but you can kind of make out the skulls that are in the pattern. And weirdly this is very much like a camo I designed for a competition at a paintball site years ago. On the American one you can see it a lot more clearly. The skulls stand out quite a lot better. And those are your rewards for unlocking the Phantom Initiate. So a quick recap on the assignment. you have to be a premium member to do any of the Phantom program. And to activate the Phantom Initiate, you must have completed the Phantom Prospect and the Phantom Trainee. I'll put a link up to how you activate the Phantom Initiate if you haven't already done it. To unlock the assignment, you must have 200 LMG kills, 50 kills with explosives, and that counts anything from grenades to straws to UCAVs to C4, anything that goes bang, and 25 road kills, either with vehicles or with flying gadgets. And when you've done all of those 3 parts, you will get the 3 camos. One for the Chinese, one for the Russians, one for the Americans. So that's unlocking the Phantom Initiate. The method I used isn't going to win you any friends on Metro or lockers, but it is what I think is the most efficient way of doing it. You can do it through normal gameplay, but it's going to take you longer. The method I used was the LMG on Metro and used nothing but the LMG. Then the XM25 on Metro to get the explosive kills, and the SUAV on lockers on the outside path to get the road kills. This for me was the most consistent way of getting all the elements I needed in the shortest time. For an average player like me, I think 5 or 6 hours to complete this assignment is pretty good. About an hour of that was spent messing around trying to get road kills with dirt bikes or using SUAVs on Silk Road, where you're not getting those kills as quickly, or at least I couldn't get them as quickly as the method that I eventually used. So that's it for the Phantom program until the stage 4 is unlocked with the final Stand DLC. I hope this has been helpful, and thanks for watching.